I just love that. The loading screen. So cool on Elyon. I think it's pronounced Elyon. Let me close the window. My character did end up with kind of a dark skin. She's got the tiniest feet. But it is, I mean, there's been some reviews on Elyon that were really not kind. And, people say, well, it's Unreal Engine 3, so the graphics look really old. I don't think they look, actually, I don't think the graphics look that bad, especially for a game that was done in Unreal Engine 3. But they definitely would, the game would look a lot better if it was done in Unreal Engine 4, or God forbid, Unreal Engine 5. We're going to start seeing games coming out in Unreal Engine 5 pretty soon that are really going to be groundbreaking as far as visually. Okay, so
Ah, it looks like the Senior Knight and Miss Carmen are just fine. How did we miss each other like that? I should have come straight here instead. Is that what he said?
sorry about that phone call. Um, yeah, so a lot of the remarks on Ion or Ion on Elyon. Oh, Ion. I've had Ion on the brain lately because on Elyon are just the game's in Unreal Engine 3, but it actually runs pretty good for a game being in Unreal Engine 3. The game actually surprisingly has a lot of content. I think people, especially PvP wise, I think people, if you really play the game and get into it, you'll realize there's actually quite a bit of content.
What? You should go.
You should probably go face.
Don't mind me.
But the questing is just your standard MMO fare, which is to say that it's really bad, actually.
I'd like to ask you something while I'm waiting for Father. Meet me in front of the quest clerk.
Like, the whole idea of a quest clerk is just, like, such a bad idea. It's like there's this person at each hub that just doles out a bunch of quests. And the fact that the character in the game that you're talking to, having a dialogue with, says "Meet me with the quest clerk," I mean, that's so immersion breaking. It's like, here's the game mechanic, quests, and just go meet me with where you're going to get up all your quests. You might as well just say, hey, do you want to level up your character, human? Hey, human, you sitting in that computer chair, you want to level up your character? Come over here. I mean, it's so immersion breaking. Human.
My father would obviously never sit back and watch Ombatu attack a village. The villagers are anxious. I want to see if these...
And then you talk to the quest clerk, and it's just stupid, like, co-op. There's actually a co-op here. It says the gigantic monster in this region. I think I tried to kill him before, and if I remember correctly, he was kind of hard to kill. Not like, I don't know. It seems like he was, but. Oh, let me talk to Carmen. Let me talk to Carmen. I saw people yesterday that had enchanted gear up to like +10 already, and I don't even know how they did it. I mean, I don't even remember how the enchanting works.
Equipment of a certain grade. I didn't call you to slay Omba. You? Oh. Okay then. I'll rest a bit and prepare to return. I was told that the Ontari Union had experts of each class create presets.
Class presets, you should save your own skill presets before checking out theirs. So you can go into skills and you can say save the current skill attribute set. And that's all part of this. There's also a delay when you do stuff. Sometimes there's like a delay where you have to wait a certain amount of time before the quest can, you know what I mean? Like if an NPC says do this, then you do it. Like sometimes you have to wait a few seconds before she's ready for you to talk to her again. So there's like this delay, which is kind of unusual. You don't see that in MMOs very often.
Oh, and I've told you this much, so taking down Ombatu should be a piece. If you have a question.
I never noticed this shield has like little snakes kind of coming up the sides of it. I never noticed that before. So if you go into your inventory, actually, sorry, if you go into your inventory and you click this one, we should be able to manage, and you can actually take something like this one and upgrade it with this dust, and just it'll upgrade the stone. So this is Runestone Polishing. You can say polish. I guess it costs money. It costs 100 gold to polish the stone. See, and then it polished it one, I guess.
Inquisitiveness is a must for members of the investigation team.
I'll be losing money at that price.
Did it actually do it? Yeah, it did. See, polished level. Even though it says it's still 0, but it's 20% towards the next level. So it's just weird. I think one of the negative things in this game is the whole runes and gems, and they're just a little bit too convoluted. You know, you can go in here and throw stuff. You know, the shield can have a ton of stuff. I think the white ones are defense.
Never get enough sleep. There's
Balance streamstone.
mysteries out there.
Don't drag this out. Just speak.
It doesn't tell what the benefit of this is.
Dwarves have the most discerning eyes of anyone in the world.
Absorption.
Hearth is a place of mystery.
Come on now, don't miss this chance to mine.
Anyways, that whole rune, the whole stones and all that is kind of a whole other thing unto itself. And then we have the quest clerk, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I mention this every time I see this character. It's just, look at these stupid diamonds. Oh, 20 quest letters owned, in progress. You click on it, click F. Now it's in progress. F, 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 F. And now we have accepted all these quests. It's like the dumbest system I've ever seen in an MMO as far as questing. It's really stupid. The only thing that really saves this game is the PvP and the combat. That first swing kind of missed for some weird reason. They respawn pretty fast.
You can't use skills.
If you ever get lost and don't know where to go, all you have to do is click on the auto follow. Kind of like Black Desert.
You can't use skills.
Unfortunately, the mobs don't really aggro to you unless you hit them, which is sucks because it'd be so much easier to pull these mobs if you could just run around them and they would just aggro to you.
You can't use skills.
Another elite mob. I don't know, like XP wise, if elite mobs give like a lot more XP or not. This game gives you a lot of skills, like too many skills actually. And yeah, it gives you a lot of skills. You just like so many skills you don't know what to do with them all.
You can't use skills.
And again, if you kind of don't know where to go, just go open up the quest window, hit the Alt key, click the button here, and then it will auto path to the quest objective. Like I said, a la Black Desert. Remember, you've only got so much stamina. And I'm assuming that there'll be ways to increase your stamina or increase your flight time, glide time. I hope so. Because it would kind of suck if you couldn't. Now, the reason you always do the ability that pulls the mobs together is it actually gives you a buff that allows you to do more damage. So you want to do that before you do... Yeah, you want to do your skill 2, which is basically Earth Friends. You notice that it pulls them together, but it grants you immunity from knockback, stiff, and pull while use. It also increases your accuracy. Increases incoming physical damage by 40% removed when hit. I'm not sure what about the earthquake thing. But it says pulls enemies towards you and increases incoming physical damage. Which is weird. I don't think that means damage you're taking. I believe it means damage you're doing. I hope. But anyways, it definitely does increase your damage, so you definitely want to do the pull. The translation on this game isn't the best, so you can also charge. I don't really know the range on the pulls, but a lot of these, I don't know what kind of rubber banding we're going to have. Pull these guys together. So the questing in this game is ridiculously rudimentary. You can see the damage there was on those swings was about 109 damage per tick. Let's see what it is now. I'm sure the buff is gone. Wait. There's a buff on me right now. Or something. I don't know if it's a debuff. It's hard to say. Yeah, it still looks about the same, damage-wise. And you have to watch your health. You will be taking damage in this game. You can see I'm not at full health right now. I really enjoy the combat in this game, and I think if I can stick with the enchanting system and understand it, maybe get in a guild, I think maybe I'll do some PvP in this one. I always say that, but I never really do it, but hopefully in this game I can get to the point where maybe I'll do some PvP. You can see these models, and the way these mobs are behaving is right out of Terra. It's just they're slightly different models, but it's the crabs from Terra. The abilities they're doing are the abilities they did in Terra, you know? You can see I'm actually taking quite a bit of damage. Yeah, I took quite a bit of damage on that pull. I don't know if I have any, like, food. We do have some... Here's a... Increases stats for 15 minutes. We have a lot of chests. I don't know what I get. It says, please select a reward. Okay, we'll hold off on that one for a while. This one gives you a weapon stone or armor. Let's grab one of these armor stones. Confirm. And we've got another one. Let's go ahead and grab, I guess, a weapon one. Okay, close. Then we have a golden scroll discovered while searching for treasure. You sense a strong golden energy. Opens a door to the treasure. The treasure rooms are interesting. There are these events where you try to perform different tasks to get to gain treasure. They're interesting, to say the least. I don't know. But sometimes you get a speed buff. Like right now, I'm running faster for some reason, and I don't really know why. So there's a lot of things I don't know about the game.
You can't use skills. You can't use skills. Must have a certain amount of energy or more to use. You can't use skills. You can't use skills. You reached your destination.
Us here at the investigation team are seekers of knowledge.
Hey, Zolson. This is the Elyon. Unfortunately, it's on Unreal Engine 3, so not the best graphics, Zolson. But it's just like Terra. It's like Terra, made by the same people that made Terra. The questing is really bland and boring. It has the auto pathing like you have in Black Desert, where you can just hit the Alt key to bring up your cursor, look at the quest list here, click on the run icon, and it will auto travel to your quest location.
You reached your destination.
And it's got the mobs just like Terra. These crabs are right out of Terra. But the best part of this game is the combat is really, really good. The combat's super impactful. And just, it's really good. But yeah, this is so the graphics are very 2011. Yeah, I played it before. I played in the beta. This is the early access part. So this is the head start. Yesterday they have a head. So the game's free. Like in the 10th, or I'm sorry, on the 20th. In 2 days from now, this game's free to play, Zolson. So you don't have to pay any money for it. You can jump in and play it on the 20th. I paid, believe it or not, $30 to get the early access, which I wasn't going to, but I was just bored, of all the other games I was playing, and I was like, okay, I guess, you know what? I was like, I'll play in the early access. But the game has a lot. There's a lot of content in the game, though. There's like a lot of PvP battlegrounds, and I think there's like tons of dungeons. There's actually a lot of content in the game. It's just the story-wise is pretty weak, and questing is one of the worst questing systems I've ever seen. It actually has these quest hubs where you just talk to one single NPC, and they just give you all the quests for the quest hub. Like how you have a hub, right? They just give you like 6 quests at once, and you just do them, and you move on to the next hub. Talk to the quest giver. They give you 6 more quests. You do them, move on to the next hub. And it has that Asian style enhancement system, which has the chance for failures, right? So, and the game optimization, I mean, it's about as good as you could expect because it's Unreal Engine 3. So Unreal Engine 3 doesn't have the best, optimization. This is an elf. I'm currently an elf gladiator, which gladiator is my favorite class in this game. And if you go into the inventory screen, which I really dislike the inventory screen because they don't put like a window or a texture behind it, so it's kind of hard to see. You just have these floating little gear things. I really wish they would put. I don't understand why they did this. I don't know why they didn't put like a regular window, like this window to the right. It would be so much easier to see. I mean, my old eyes don't want to look at all this crap, Yeah, the crabs are right out of Terra. You can see how they move. See the crab in the background here? See how the crab moves? Like it's basically a terror crab. They basically just give it a different skin, but it's the exact same mob. They even move the same. Like their abilities are the same. See how he rears up and slams his claws on the ground? That's exactly out of Terra. The terror crabs do that exact same maneuver. And they're really like terrible AI. So the other thing about this game I really dislike is that Terra, when it first came out, was really challenging, and like these mobs were super challenging, right? But Terra over time got nerfed to where the crabs were just like, this crab's stupid. I mean, the crab can't even hit me. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at this. This is dumb. I mean, look at these crabs, like the dumbest crabs, right? It's like, oh, all I have to do is like move out of the way. But when Terra first came out, these crabs were not stupid crabs. They came out because what they did was they increased the speed. So like the crab would start doing his attack, but it was like 10 times faster than this, so which gave you a lot less time to move out of the way. You can see even there when the crab enraged, this crab enrages, and when he enrages, see how much faster he's moving? So now he's actually slightly more difficult to avoid because of the speed. So to make these more difficult, all they have to do is just speed up their movement, right? And that would be one of my biggest complaints, or one of my biggest things. As if I was them, I would dramatically increase the difficulty of these mobs. But what they've done is they've done like all other MMOs, and they've just said, "Oh, we don't care. The leveling experience is just an annoying barrier that everybody just has to get through as fast as possible so they can get to endgame." But I'm never a big fan of this whole like just level because it's part of the game, but it doesn't really matter, and you don't care, and you don't really have that much fun, Oh, wait, I'm almost dead. Oh, I am dead. I was fucking around. I'm almost dead. I was only died because I was fucking around. Oh my god, that's the first time I died because I was fucking around trying to show you something. Oh well. What is this, man? I don't want to use a scroll resurrection. I just want to go back to...
You can't use skills.
Cannot resurrect in place. Scroll... I don't want to... I was fucking around talking about how slow these guys move, and I let myself get killed. I was practicing my blocking. Do I really have to use a scroll of resurrection? Well, that was kind of gay. That was pretty lame. But anyways, what I was trying to show you is just how the AI is really bad. But still, I mean, if you got like 8 crabs in your face beating on you, you are going to take damage, obviously, so... We rezzed a hole like 10 feet from where I was, pretty much. Now, since I died, there is actually a stone right here where you can recover experience lost. It says up to 5 restorable death XP can be saved. I don't really understand how this works. And there's this weird death XP scroll. They have these weird systems in the game that I'm not a fan of. I think it's kind of going too over the top. It's like, who cares? It's like, if you want me to lose experience, don't give me a way to get it back, because then you devalue the impact of dying. And like, if you die, you should be like, oh shit, I lost experience. Don't give me a way to get it back. I don't like that, because it takes away that not wanting to die. It makes death not as scary or as punishing, So I'm not a fan of that. Music in the game's halfway decent, I guess. There's a lot. The cool thing about the Gladiator, though, is that they have a lot of different types of blocks. There's the regular block. There's this one, which does this kind of spinning shield slam. They have more shield maneuvers than any game I've ever played. And then you've got the shield, this one here. And then there's even another shield charge with this one here, another one, charging forward with my shield. There's like so many different types of shield attacks. There's probably about 6 different shield attacks in this game. You know? It's crazy. There's a lot of shield attacks. PvP is supposed to be pretty fun in this game. Don't really know, but
You reached your destination.
every time I try to do this, this guy attacks me. Don't like you attacking me. And I think my character's too small. Yeah, the autopilot. I think my character's a little bit on the small side. I made her really small, but she's like, she's really tiny. She's she's like, you like her because also you always create those small characters, but she's like a little tiny girl. Yeah, the auto path, just like Black Desert. Black Desert has the same thing.
Destination.
But like the auto path is dumb because no one, like when you have auto path like this where the quests are just stupid. It's like go to town, talk to an NPC, get 6 quests, auto path to them, do them, move to the next town, talk to the one NPC, get all the. No one's gonna read the quest. No one cares. Like the way this questing system is set up, it forces you to not care. It's like I don't care about these quests. I just want you. You're just running through them as fast as you can to level. I mean, this game actually forces the like I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna level as fast as possible because the questing's so boring. You don't want to care about it because it's so incredibly boring. You know. Come on. Wait, hold on a second. I don't think I talked. You always got to talk to these stones because they give you like. Now these stones give you like a little bit of. I thought they gave you history. Yeah, see, they always give you a little history. And they also usually give you, I think, a buff or they give you some experience in gold. And so you always want to talk to the stones when you see them.
Before you left.
You can see the Unreal Engine 3 graphics. I mean, look at this guy's hair. Jesus.
It looks like they want to put you to the test. Ah, and I received word that Carmen has gone back with Botas. I didn't mean to drone on about my worries. Come to think of it, I owe you an apology for overreacting. You weren't to blame. I was just deeply concerned for Carmen. I'm well aware she isn't a child anymore, but feeling something and knowing it in your head are different things.
What? That guy's still talking? He's still talking. It just blows my mind, though, that you can make a. I mean, it's just so disappointing to me and almost hurtful that there's so many MMOs that have good stories. Like Final Fantasy is a perfect example. Take this combat system, put it in Final Fantasy, and that game, to me personally, because I like combat, would make the game 10,000 times better. It says that the Vulpin can attack me here. Nice. So I guess this is a PvP zone? Is that what he's telling me? I mean, seriously, put this combat system in Final Fantasy. So I can't fly over that fence. You know, it just blows my mind. How do I change it? Is it free? It doesn't look like... It doesn't look like it's letting me... It doesn't look like it's selecting this one. I want to change it. I want this. It's not giving it to me. I don't understand why not. Reset. Oh wait, no, yeah, see? 43. It did reset. I want both. Can I do both? Yeah, I guess I can't do both. No skill attributes in use or updated. This is so confusing. That invisible fence wall. Hey, what's up, Purdy? Yeah, this thing is so confusing. Drag the icon of desired skill to register it. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to show hide skill usage rate. Oh, it actually... Oh, this is cool. It shows how often people use certain skills in PvP or PvE. So I like this. See, these people are already enhancing their shit. I mean, people are so far in this game because they've played the game. Maybe they've played the Korean game too, because this is out. You know, this game has been in Korea for years. I don't know how. Okay, so I've got that, right? I'm assuming I've got that. Let's find out. I want to get more health regen off that ability.
Greetings. I'm Hina. I'm in charge of this village. You two are here to meet with High Command, correct? There's a closed portal here, in this village. The portal in this region was activated when that mana wall appeared. They intended to put you before the portal to see what would happen. At this rate, it's very likely the Vulpin will attempt another attack.
Yeah, I'll probably be at work, dude. All right, Zolson, have a good day, man. Yeah, I got to work at 9 o'clock. Oh, shit. Wow, it's 8:30 already? Holy crap. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Yeah, I can't figure out that skill window, though. That skill window's... I don't understand why, like, how... Why are these green? I don't understand why these are green. And this one's not green. Now, I have this one selected because it's got the highlighted window around it. So I don't understand why these are green like this. Is it because they're the highest skill that I can get because these are still red? Maybe that's what it means? So, there's a lot of questions I have around that window.
Things are going a little...
Yeah, I hate these games where the questing system's so bland that you just don't care about it. It's like, I don't even care about what your task says.
The enemy is still out there.
Got to make sure when you switch your gear, you take your stones out so you don't lose them.
I hear there's no end to
Are you here to get a request?
Runestone. What is a blessed laurel wreath? I don't even know what that is. This is the 3v3 PvP thing, which I'm not high enough level to do yet.
The chaos of the neighboring regions.
Okay, let's grab all these quests. This is the quest clerk. Do we read any of the quest text? No. Does anybody read the quest text is what I want to know. Does anybody even read this shit? Because the way you present it's like nobody cares. I don't know, man. And the UI is too intrusive. I mean, look at how big this UI is. It's huge. And it's like, look at this mini map. It's ginormous. I don't even know what this is doing. Okay. So, and I haven't found a way to scale the UI down at all. Which is something that needs to be done. I mean, this UI is too big. And this, like, health regen that I tried to get on my skill doesn't seem like it's working. It's, like, I don't know. I don't see my health going up. I only see it going down, so... Shit.
Must have a certain amount of energy or more to use.
And they put up the level or like the quest complete window in front of you like while you're like doing stuff, which is annoying. Luckily, you know, it's a quick, easy keybind. Just hit the keybind to close the window, but it's kind of intrusive.
You can't use skills. You can't use skills.
Somehow one of my abilities got unkeybound. I don't know how that happened. I went to use the keybind, but it's gone. It's actually gone. Not sure how that happened.
Confederation just sent word. Additional reinforcements are on the way.
You can't use skills. You can't use skills. You can't use skills.
Yeah, the combat in this game. I love the combat in this game. The combat in this game is great, Sosa. But the combat's great. I played in the beta. I played in beta 1 and beta 2, so I played a couple betas. You know, so it's good.
You can't use skills.
Go. Nice. I loved how that ice was flying around. That was neat how she was throwing out all that ice. That was cool. Ooh, Justice. I think Justice is one of my key ones. Maybe. What skill don't I use? Well, I use all my skills.
You can't use skills.
It's got a really cool combat system. It's, in my opinion, I like the combat system in this game a lot better than BDO because BDO is like very flashy and very fast, but it doesn't have the impact that this has. This game has much more impact, and you have to kind of, I feel like you have to aim your skills a little better because, you know, in BDO your skills have a lot of swinging and a lot of big conal attacks in front of you, big arching, you know, attacks that have a big range. You know, you're gonna hit everything. You know, I mean, it's hard to miss as long as you're in the right area. But in this game, you know, unless you're facing the target, like if I execute this ability this way, I may miss my target. You know, like if I go up to this guy and I do, let's see, and I do like this charge. Oh, actually, it worked. That's kind of scary. So I'm trying to see if I can miss. See, that one missed. Okay, that. See, that hit. That missed. So there's pretty good. That missed. That missed. Whereas like in BDO, I'm pretty sure those attacks would have probably hit. You know. But yeah, it is pretty forgiving in this game too. Unfortunately, I prefer games that require a lot more skill, and there's very few MMOs out there that really require any serious skill. Skill in PvP, sure, but not skill again. The NPCs in MMOs, the AI is so shitty, and that's one of my biggest complaints, and something that I would keep hoping they'll fix. You know. But they just haven't done it yet. But yeah, like here, see, I miss. You know, there is a range of attacks here. See, and you can kind of see it. You know, you can kind of see the the conal of attack, like basically those swishes through the air, kind of showing where you're going to hit. Like that hit, but you could see the actual arc of my swing did hit the enemy there. You saw it. Like, see that, and you can see the arc there missed. But there, that was close. That one barely hit. That missed, you know, miss. That one hit because he's right behind me. So there is a little bit of a cone of attack going on here. But it's very forgiving. You know? Miss. Yeah, it's much more forgiving than Terra was. Terra was not anywhere near as forgiving as this game, which is sad. I wish this game was not so forgiving. You know, but there's... Yeah, yeah. It looks like I completed all my quests, so... I don't know if those are... Yeah, those are play... Oh, no, those aren't players. Okay, I was gonna say. I don't know if there's flying mounts in this game. I have no idea.
Thing to ask you all. I'd like to learn what's going on. Go to Ruby Pearl.
But... I'm kind of regretting making my character this short.
Oh, a newbie?
But she's awfully... Because she's really tiny. Like, here's... Is there any other players? Here's a player. Well, these little furries are shorter than me. I mean, look how short that furry is. See? Okay, let's see if there's a stone. I don't see one. Let's talk to this equipment first.
I have the perfect piece of equipment for you.
Let's sell junk. Sell junk. And let's go ahead and get rid of any
You look like someone
here that we don't need. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Right back. Yeah, that was an upgrade. All right. Yeah, the other thing too is like if you when you put in new items, you want to make sure that you remove the stones. So like right now we've got an upgraded helm and upgraded leggings. So we want to go into our stones here and manage. And we want to take the stone out of our leggings and take the stone out of our helm because we don't want to lose it. And then we're going to go ahead and equip these items. Go back to our management, and then we can put the stones back in these guys. Yeah, it's not like Black Desert, you know, you don't lose your stones. You don't have to like have some sort of specific special tool to extract stones from your gear, thankfully. And here's the stone. I always talk to these stones. They give you experience gold and a little bit of lore, basically. You know. Okay. My goodness, I have so many quests. You gonna try it? Yeah, it's free. The game's free on the 20th. This is the early access, but on the 20th you can play it for free, Sosa. It's got the auto pathing just like Black Desert.
Unavailable when inflicted with a special effect.
Damn. You can see there I was moving between them, and see I'm missing. Those swings are completely missing, so that's good. At least there's some ability to miss. Hunting for... Looking for... Man, there's so many of these dudes.
You can't use skills. You can't use skills.
Really? How did that hit me?
Must have a certain amount of energy or more to use. You can't use skills. You can't use skills.
Alright. You can get lost in the combat. Sometimes I get this speed increase on my movement, and I really don't know why I get that.
You can't use skills. You can't use skills. You can't use skills.
Oh. The leveling's really slowing down. You level to 30 really quick. I mean, I leveled to 30 super fast, and I've only leveled once in the last hour, so that's pretty amazing, actually. The leveling really definitely starts to slow down after 30. I don't even know what the max level is, probably 50 or something. Forage for rhino horns. Okay. Yeah, I really hope the UI is scalable. I haven't seen any way to scale it yet, though, and I'm not sure if I have found it in the betas either, so that's a real problem for me. Because this, I mean, you can minimize some of it, but man, that mini-map is entirely too big. Doesn't make sense that they wouldn't make it scalable, because in Terra, it was, I'm pretty sure the UI in Terra was, I thought maybe scalable? I can't remember, though, it's been so long. And I'm traveling a long distance here. Interact was canceled. Why was it canceled? Why does it keep canceling it? I guess I have to hold the button down. Okay.
You can't use skills. A special effect is active.
Damn. I see how you are.
You can't use skills.
Now what?
You can't use skills.
Hmm. Arr! Just every time you walk by a guy and he's like,
You reached your destination. You can't use skills.
I don't really. It says defeat Umbatu. Obtain. Okay, who is Umbatu? How do you invite somebody? Oh, I guess he was. Thanks. I guess he was really easy to kill. Now, when I fought that guy, and I thought I fought that guy in the beta, and he was like 10,000 times more difficult. You know, equipment effects, breakthrough equipment, higher. Blah, blah, blah. God, I'm gonna have to watch a video on this game that teaches me like all the ins and outs, because this game seems like there's a lot of like nuances. Defeat the Vulpin spearheaded guards. Is this a Vulpin spearheaded guard? No. That's realm versus realm or something. RVR. Hmm.
The party or assault team was disbanded.
Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're too high in the air. Wait for my stamina to come back. Are we going to die by falling really far? Let's head for this hill. Heading for the hill. Made it. Ah! Oh, sprinting. Damn it, sprinting uses your stamina. I didn't realize. I should have, though. Alright, this is the,
Riding another mount.
Hey dude, what's going on? He won't let me talk to him. What's going on? It won't let me talk to this dude, I don't know why.
You reached your destination.
You've reached a destination. But it won't let me talk to him, so this seems bugged. Yeah. There's like a door you go through. I think this is one of those treasure rooms. But yeah, I can't talk to this dude. Weird. I did that in the one in the beta, so I don't understand why that's not working.
I'm glad you're here.
Good old auto travel. It's so weird because there's so many things about this game I like, but there's so many things. There's way more things about this game I dislike. But whenever you have a combat system that's this good, it's like it's hard for me not to play the game, because outside of having a really good, great open world, seamless open world that's beautiful and well created, well designed. My next most important thing is the combat system. And they really knocked. I think they did a good job with combat. I don't want to say they knocked it out of the park because I don't think it's as good as Terra's combat, but it's really good. Oops. Okay, where am I at? Yeah, I know you want me to go to the treasure room, but the treasure room's not working. I just tried to go to the treasure room and it didn't work. Man, her clothing, just the way she looks, is so like non-vibrant. Like her hair is awful. It's just terrible. You can really tell this is Unreal Engine 3 when you see stuff like that, like how bad some of the visuals look. Like the texture on the ground is just really blah. The colors are so non-vibrant. And I chose the vibrant option when you start the game and it asks you to pick a color scheme. I chose the vibrant color scheme, but I don't know about you guys, but this doesn't really look very vibrant, especially that grass. That grass looks like it's just not a lot of color.
You can't use skills. There's no time to explain.
Well, apparently there isn't time to explain. You didn't say anything. And I dodged right into the fence. And there's another fence. I like how they put those fences there so you can't hardly dodge.
You can't use skills. you know that we didn't disobey your orders. I heard Ruby Pearl Forest Village had been taken over by the Vulpin. But Ruby Pearl Forest Village had not been taken over by the Vulpin.
Someone sold out the Allied communications channel to the enemy.
Yeah, isn't it enough?
Okay. So there's the main story quest, of course, and then there's all the side quests. The main story quest is yellow. The side quests are green.
Come to where I am.
And once you... And there's zones. So you notice that once I finish that quest, then everything changed. Now I'm zoned into a different zone where there's other players in the game. Like, this isn't
Come
other
to where
players.
I am.
Actually, I'm taller than this girl, so I guess I'm not the shortest.
You seem familiar.
Come to where I am. Okay.
You reached your destination.
It's been a while. I see that you've grown strong.
It's like they pulled the guy Cry, the YouTuber Cry, or the used to be YouTuber Cry, and they put him into the game.
Yes. It's
Yes.
no coincidence that you are now a part of something bigger.
Hello,
The beginning
guys.
of something new.
Today we're going to talk about a new MMO.
Your awakening
Elyon.
will guide you.
And once again, we have some upgraded gear. Let's go ahead and go to stones, manage. We got some new boots. So let's take this out of our boots, close this window, go back to inventory, equip our boots, click confirm, go back to the runestone section, grab the stone we pulled out of the other boots, put it back in these. Although this is blue, so let's put a blue one in here. You want to put the color of the slot, I guess. Manage runestones. And you can see this is a... I don't know what these colored stones... It doesn't tell me what the different colors mean. I know red's like damage, but if you look in here, what does it even say? It has all this information, like almost too much information, but it doesn't tell me anything at all about what this does. It just says runestones that increase assault rune points. So apparently it's an assault runestone. So assault. So really all the colors really mean is where is it? I don't know what key items is. An item that adds a new gesture effect. Okay.
New gestures and effects were registered.
Yeah, there's some pretty interesting emotes in this game. You can see she's doing a pretty interesting dance. So I give the game good scores for emotes. The emotes are good. So now we click the K key, and not the K key. I'm trying to remember how to get back to the... I'm trying to get back to the window that shows our abilities. It's got to be K. Yeah, it's not this one. This isn't the one I want to see. Damn it. It's not this one either. Okay, it's this one. So you go... So... Here's what the stones really mean, like, because the stones themselves don't really say very well. Like, you highlight it says Awakening Runestone, the red one says Assault, the orange one says Control, and I believe the white, this one here says it's a critical hit effect. So I guess because it's purple, it's a higher grade. But if you go down into this window, once you go to Manage the Runestones here, this button here, Manage, at the bottom you'll see what these really are. Like this, I mean, it says Assault. Well, I guess it doesn't really... It's the same thing it would say if you hovered over the stone. But, protection, obviously it gives you protections. Defense-related attributes. Support, ally support, effect-related. So healers, probably going to be using support. Tanks, probably going to be using protection. High-risk, high-reward type attribute. Maybe this is something for like a rogue-style gameplay, assassin. And in Fate, it says chance effect-related, so I'm not sure exactly what that is. Assault's probably just straight-up damage, and control, maybe crowd control, obviously. So you can click on these, and it opens this up, and you can see I've got 4 red stones, I guess, equipped, so that means I have 4 points. And currently I have this one, which is just increase all damage and healing by 4%. And I think this one requires, I don't know, 8 maybe? Don't really understand. I guess, okay, so 3 you get to pick one of these, and when you get 6 points, 6 stones, Then you pick one of these, and 12, pick one of these. So that's how this works. Okay, so like protection, we only have one. Once we get to 3 points, it'll unlock this row, and then you pick one of these abilities inside this row. So you guys are learning as I'm learning, because I'm trying to remember how to play the game. And here we're going to sell junk. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and close this window. Going to dismantle this gear. All right, I think that's... Yeah, I have to go to work pretty soon, so I'm going to have to get off the stream. But there's a lot to learn in this game. I mean, it's a very... there's definitely a lot of things you got to learn. It's not one of those... It's not one of those MMOs you just jump in and everything's like super intuitive and easy. You know, there's a lot of little nuances. But I'm going to stop the stream here and get to work. But I'm level 31. And like I said, leveling to 30 was really, really fast. But leveling past 30 seems to have slowed down quite dramatically. I don't like what my character's skin color. Don't know if that's something I'll be able to change. She just looks really... I don't know. I guess she looks tan. Like you can see this character's more pale. But I think it's just an aspect of, like I said, this is Unreal Engine 3, and fortunately, I did the best I could. Character creator was pretty difficult thing to use. I mean, it has a lot of options, but the skin, I think that the worst part about the character creator is, look at that, the girl's dagger glowing. It's just the skin texture and tone of the skin colors is really unrealistic, and you can tell just by looking at my character. Like, there's no detail in her skin at all. It's all just one flat. It looks like I look like a sex doll, you know what I mean? It's just like a rubber doll or a plastic doll. Some cool texture, animated textures. They've done a lot with animated texture in this game. Like I said, you can see this girl's dagger's got some sort of, lightning going on. We can minimize the quest window. I don't know how to resize stuff. Here, there's a button that says you can turn stuff on and off on the minimap. So it's nice. And then there's this minus. Okay, so I guess there's you can make it a larger area, or you can zoom in. Okay, but you can't resize. At least I can't figure out how to do it. So you have all this stuff at the top, which is weird. If you go in here, there is a section for UI, but in the UI section, I don't see anything that talks about scaling the UI. Ah, here we go. But can we scale it? This lets us move stuff around, but can we scale it? But we still can't scale it. Oh, here we go. Yes. Yes. Oh my God, yes. We're gonna knock it. So we can scale it down to that. So that helps quite a bit, but still I would like to have scaled it even smaller. But that's definitely an improvement. Yeah, that's a big improvement. But wow, it would have been nice to scale it even smaller than that. But at least we were able to do that, so that's good. So key bindings, one of my key bindings got screwed up somehow. Don't really know how. This one here, which was keybound before, and now it's not. I don't know what happened. And I can't figure out which keybind this is. Because here's skill, it says skill 3 and it's 2, and here's skill 3, 2. What's this one? So that's, maybe it's a special skill? No. That wasn't it. Oh, it was. It just took a while to update. So yeah, the key bindings are really bizarre. Like you have skills 1 through 9, and normally that would start from the left and go across the hotbar, but it doesn't. It doesn't at all. The first one here is Shift A, is actually special skill all the way down here. The next one, which is 2, is all the way up here at skill 3. Skill 1 is left mouse button, skill 2 is the right, and those are over here. So this hotbar is completely like effed up. I don't understand again why they've done that. You know, there's a lot of things like that in this game that are just odd, like odd choices from a design point of view. Why make it more complicated? You know? Anyways, I gotta go to work. We'll play some more Elyon tonight, and we'll try to figure out some more of the weird oddities of this game. But like I said, the combat system's really fun. The world for an Unreal Engine 3 game looks pretty decent. I've heard that the PvP is actually really pretty fun. I just haven't done it yet, so we got to get to max level. But there's that grinding enhancement system like Black Desert of enchanting gear. So there's lots of RNG-based enchanting, which is a real negative. And if you watch most reviews on YouTube about Elyon, most of them are pretty negative. The game has had its ups and downs in Korea. Like, it's done well, but apparently there's quite a few bugs in the game. And from some of the Korean players that have played the game, because I've watched some interviews with those guys, they've stated that if the bugs can get fixed, that the game can actually be fairly successful. But there are some issues with, I guess, but I don't know what the bugs are. I'd have to go and do some more research. But the game's fairly successful in Asia, but it is on the downward decline. But take a look on YouTube and Google some PvP videos for Elyon, and there's some pretty interesting videos out there. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace out.